welcome back to CES 2020 here at the Las Vegas Convention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, high atop Central Hall. I'm Michael Artsis alongside Brian Stillman on Beat Terrific. We're bringing you your live continuing coverage of CES 2020. We've got Sebastian here from Neutrogena, and why would a makeup company that's into skincare be at CES? But this is what I'm saying, Brian, this is unbelievable. Industries are changing, tech is everywhere, and Sebastian's going to show us an app that's going to analyze our faces. Now, I usually wear makeup on camera. I didn't today, which is good for this little demo. Sebastian's got beautiful skin. It's unbelievable.
Thank you, Michael.
What is your secret? What do you do?
I'll tell you, I think really it starts with sun protection. You know, the sun ages you like nothing else, and it really impacts your skin. So I always start with just really good sun protection and, you know, moisturize and keep it clean. I'm fairly low maintenance, but I will never compromise on sun protection.
I think that's a good policy. I will say this. I used to exfoliate and do all these things. I don't anymore. I just don't have time. But I'm curious to see where my skin's at and what it recommends. Tell me about the app.
Yeah, so let me tell you what we're doing with this technology and why we have the app. And it really starts with consumers are dying to know more about their skin. You know, people spend a lot of time, they spend a lot of money on skincare, and they don't necessarily always understand like what's working, like what's happening with my skin, what's working, what's not working. And so we've been able to leverage technology to help with that. So the Skin 360 app does just that. It satisfies that need for consumers to understand the internal and the external factors that are impacting their skin, the quality of their skin, and it helps provide guidance, like expert guidance, so that they can meet their skincare goals.
Now, I used to wear a lot of makeup on camera. Then I went to airbrushing, which I think was better. Today I'm not wearing any makeup. Does makeup impact your skin? A lot of people say that the more you wear makeup, the more you need, the worse your skin does. It doesn't let your skin breathe. And we're talking, I mean, I'm on camera, you know, I could be on camera 12, 15 hours in a day. That's a lot of makeup time. And people obviously, they put their makeup on and they go out and they're wearing their makeup all day long, right? So what's your feeling with that?
So I think that you know, and I'm not an expert on makeup, but I think that you want to wear a really good quality makeup, and you want to wear a makeup that's really designed for healthy skin to you know, allow your skin to be healthy. And I think that the important thing is just removing makeup. Makeup removal is really important. So, and I know at the end of, you know, a long day, a lot of people, you know, they might get a little bit lazy. You know, it's just like, oh, it's the last thing. I'm so tired, I want to go to bed. But, you know, to have that just a little bit more energy and that little bit of discipline to really thoroughly remove your makeup is important.
You should see my dry cleaner's face when I bring in my shirts and it's got makeup on the collar. Brian, what is your skincare regimen?
My skincare regimen is pretty simple and straightforward. You're probably not going to hear this. You know those sponges with the green scrubbing layer on the back? They're like, these are not makeup sponges. These are home care sponges.
No, you do not.
You run that a little bit lighter over.
Where did you get this idea?
I'm doing this.
Really?
Yeah, because.
Why don't you use Brillo?
Because, well, that would be silly. Because they're cheap, and I figure if anything, look, if it's enough to get grime off of tile, it can probably get.
How did you come up with this idea? Did your mother tell you
no,
when you were like 15, this is what you should do?
When I was in my 20s, I heard that exfoliating your skin was good, and I was like, okay, and I looked around and I saw this sponge and I kind of stuck with it.
That's the DIY version.
As a skincare professional, I cannot endorse that.
I kind of feel like as a skincare professional, this makes you jump up and run screaming from our booth.
Yeah.
But there it is.
Well, and exfoliation is good, but
maybe you should use an exfoliator
in small doses.
Well,
like you don't need to exfoliate every day.
Now, how hard do you push on this sponge?
Not very,
Yeah.
because then you actually will
Peel skin off.
Yeah, rip your face off.
I think you should just grow the beard all the way up to the top of your forehead, and then you're good.
That'd be cool too.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Like I said, this app is going to freak out when it scans me.
All right.
I have no idea
I
what's
think we
going
should
to
do this.
So you want me to show you the app?
How long has the app been out?
So the app just launched. It just launched last
Congratulations.
week. Yeah. So you know, we were gearing up for CES, and we wanted to make sure that we were ready, and we wanted to make sure that we had something that was viable and ready to download. So it's there. It's for iOS. It's for Android devices, and it's a free download, and it's available today.
Great.
You can download it.
All right. So take me through the app.
All right. So So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a selfie. And so can I move over there? And,
Absolutely.
And if
All
you
right.
put your
Here,
microphone down, Brian will help you out.
There
He'll
you go. Excellent.
he'll hold his mic for both of you.
So here's what you're going to do. So once you download it, you're going to fill out your profile. And then you're pretty much ready to go. Then you're ready for your first scan. Okay.
I can't wait.
And so you just stay
I'll do it?
still. Yeah, you can do it. So hit this scan button.
Okay.
And what you want to do is you want to put your face in the circle and line up the eyes. Okay. And you can go out a little bit more. There you go. And we say take photo. And then it's going to ask you to turn your.
Oh.
And then now turn your face a little bit. There you go. And turn your face a little bit again. Go
Oh, I
back.
should have read look right. That would have helped.
There we go. And so
Oh.
the reason why, so it first takes the selfie from the front, and then it asks you for a 180 selfie because there's an algorithm behind that's doing an analysis, and it wants to see your entire face.
All right,
It wants to see all of
now
the
it's
skin.
got a lot of data. I want you to read it for me, but I look like the Ultimate Warrior with that mask you put on my face.
Right, yeah, so this is
Let me
just
tell
kind
you
of-
something, brother.
This is just kind of a graphical representation
Yeah.
of what the algorithm is doing. So the algorithm is going through, and it's looking at lots of different stuff.
I feel like, for me, being a 7.3 out of 10, not knowing what a 10 is, I imagine it's the best. That's not bad.
No, it's pretty good. So 7.3 is a good score, and it's really just relative. There's really no good score and bad score. It's your score, and it's a
I
starting
like
point.
how he tries to
And
say,
it's a
as
starting
he's about
point.
to tell me 8.4 on the wrinkles means you have a lot.
No. 10 is like the best. 10 is like unicorn.
It's like you're doing great for an 80-year-old. The only problem
No.
is I'm half
You know
of
what?
80.
So the scoring is super. Okay, so the algorithm is looking at all of these different 5 measures, right? Smoothness, dark
Look at
circles,
this.
wrinkles,
7
fine
days.
lines.
7 days until require another
Or
retired
required-
scan.
Right.
Yeah.
So you scan once a week.
Yep.
And so the algorithm goes and it gives you a score. And now what the score is on a scale of 1 to 10. But these are objective clinical measures that dermatologists would use in assessing things like wrinkles and dark circles. So it's not a subjective number. It's like an objective clinical measure.
So there was a lot of work that went into this app and a lot of science behind it. How many doctors did you work with, or did you just pull from medical journals?
Well, we have a lot of doctors, PhDs that have worked on this directly within Johnson & Johnson. So Neutrogena is a part of Johnson & Johnson. We really leverage a lot of the terrific researchers and the terrific R&D resources that we have at J&J also.
But PhDs, wouldn't they be focused more on the mental aspects of what happens when you get a low score? All right, so wait,
Okay,
all
right, so that's one component.
So I
of
did
this.
good.
So you got
Smoothness not that good. Maybe that's because of the beard.
Smoothness, no, it ignores facial hair.
I tried to throw that
And
off.
honestly, it can be. So when you're doing these scans, you want to make sure that your face is clean. You don't have any makeup. Your face is clean, and you want to make sure that you're doing it about the same time every of the day every week, and about in the same place so that you get the lighting consistent. So you have your Skin 360 score based on these measures, but then it also tracks lifestyle issues. So sleep, exercise, and stress. So we're looking at my profile. This is
Oh,
my
that's good,
profile.
'cause I was gonna
So,
say.
Yeah, so you haven't filled that in yet. But so it really is taking this kind of holistic measure. So it's got the algorithm, which is actually looking at the imaging and doing analysis of the images, and then it also has your self-reported lifestyle.
Now, what do I do with this information?
So here's what's really cool. So and then. So once it has done your Skin 360 score, it's looked at your lifestyle, and it's looked at what your skincare goals are when you do the profile. What it does is it creates a personalized routine for you, like an 8-week personalized routine, and it'll recommend products, but more so like routine, like what are the steps that you should do in the morning and in the evening, and based also on like how involved. Like you might want a very simple routine, you might want a bit more of an involved routine. So then once you start that routine, then you just track it, and once a week you take the selfie, you log.
But it tells you what to do. It guides you.
It tells you what to do.
So what would it say for me?
So let me show you the progress, because this is kind of my favorite part. So, and I've been using it for a little while. I got a little preview to it. So what's really cool is as you go along, you're getting these. So these are my scores, like on wrinkles, and so you can really start to gauge your progress in your Skin 360 score over time, and you can then kind of like make adjustments. You can figure out what's working. You can see what the correlation is between your scores and other lifestyle factors like sleep, exercise, and stress, and also. And there's some before and after. Obviously, that's me and that's you. So we're playing with a demo.
I looked a lot better before. Nice and relaxed, well rested.
I was in Palm Springs. It was pretty good. So and then you've got this routine log so that you can really kind of track. So for people who really like to stick with a routine and like to check boxes and get their to-dos done, this is really cool.
Does it tell you to exfoliate more or do other things more?
It
Use
will.
creams
So Naya is the AI assistant. It's the Neutrogena AI assistant. We call it Naya. And so Naya will give you a lot of coaching, and coaching in terms of sticking with your routine, but also what things to do. Naya will also, based on your skin score and based on what you've stated are your skin goals, Naya will also recommend for you like content. Like we have tons and tons of great expert content, articles, research, and so Naya, based on how you're tracking and your progress, Naya will say, hey, take a look at this. Naya will ask you, do you want any skin tips? And so it will continue to work with you, and the more that you work with Naya, the more Naya gets to know you, and then the more it will serve up really personalized content and stuff that is going to be meaningful to you based on what you've told it that you want to see, and based on the objective measures of the analysis and what the app is seeing, what the algorithm is seeing in how your skin is progressing.
I like it. I like it a lot. This is really cool. What I really want to do is get Brian's score, and I'd like you got to beat a 7.3 on average.
Oh boy.
This will be an endorsement for home scrubbing pads.
Correct.
If this comes out better than yours.
Well, listen, you've been
Should I take my
exfoliating more than
glasses
I
off,
have.
or can they stay on?
You can take your glasses off.
All
I
right.
think that's a good call.
All right.
And when you're using it, you just want to be consistent. Generally, you want a clean face. You want to pull the hair back off, and
Not
have
a problem.
similar lighting, etc. Okay.
Did I do the right thing with my hair?
You did. You were perfect.
Thank you.
You were spot on.
All right.
Okay. So you want to put your, and then we can take photo, and then tilt your face the other way. There you go. All right. Ooh. Come on.
No way! No
Oh!
way!
Oh, what's the score, Mike? What's the
It's
score?
8.2. You beat me by a whole point.
8.2.
Pretty good.
8.2.
I'm going to CVS right now to get some scrubbing.
This is out there on the internet. We've got all of our viewers who can confirm this. The home scrubbing pad is the way to go.
Hold on a second.
Deep exfoliation to the bone.
It might. It might not.
No.
It might not be the way to go. It's
Not
just better than
endorsed
doing
by
nothing.
Neutrogena.
Not endorsed.
How did you get to Neutrogena?
How did I get to Neutrogena? Well, I came out of school, and before Neutrogena, I had worked for small brands that were really impactful, really meant something to people. I always use you're sitting next to somebody on a plane and you tell them who you work for, do they get excited? And so when I was looking for a brand and a company to work for, Neutrogena fit that for me. It was like, it's got a health-oriented company, and it's a brand that really stands for quality. It's a brand that people get excited about. Everybody's got their Neutrogena story, like, oh, this is the product that I love to use. And so it was just a really great fit. It's kind of an entrepreneurial company. We do a lot of new stuff. We do a lot of tech. We're always pushing the boundaries. So
It's kind of amazing you say that. I mean, it's part of Johnson & Johnson, which you mentioned before. We think of Neutrogena as a huge corporation under a bigger corporation, but you're saying it's entrepreneurial, which is nice to hear and allows you to be creative and do things like this app, I would imagine.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's one of the great things about being in the Johnson & Johnson family is that we have brands like Neutrogena where we can go and kind of be ourselves, but still have the resources and the quality of people of a J&J, and so it's kind of best of both worlds. So you can be entrepreneurial, but you can still have all of the resources and the expertise and the science of the world's largest healthcare company.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being on and sharing
you.
that. That's awesome.
My pleasure.
Have a great rest
Thank
of
you.
CES. health beauty tips from Brian, and Sebastian's got the app, so you can find out.
8.2, Mike. 8.2.
That you said
I'll have to
10 was like.
screenshot and email it to you guys.
Oh,
You said 10 was
absolutely.
the unicorn. He got closer than me.
That's pretty good.
Oh, there you go.
What is your score, by the way?
My score, I've been scoring about 8.2. I've been-
Really? I was going to say,
Oh.
you better have like a 9.5 is what I was going to say.
I'm up there with the professionals, Mike.
Pretty good.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We've got a whole lot more CES Live, your continuing coverage on Be Terrific live from the Las Vegas Convention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Michael Artsis. He's Brian Stillman. Stay with us.